The Brawler's flying fists are a joy to watch, but I also felt kind of restricted. The unarmed build of 4 fists and 2 hands seemed to serve me the best, but I wasn't really seeing any other good weapon options. The Brawler gets a plus 50% attack speed bonus with any unarmed weapons that you choose, basically fists and hands, so relying on those is your obvious path to victory. I stopped short, however, when I got introduced to this weapon, the flaming brass knuckles. This is an interesting one because it's an unarmed weapon. Sounds contradictory, doesn't it? But it's also an elemental weapon. That means it has a burning mechanic that can help chip away the health of bigger enemies as you meet harder and harder waves. I was intrigued, so I gave it a try. The fire that spreads among the aliens helps weaken the heftier bosses, so after one flaming knuckles punch, you can circle back and finish them off with the rest of your fists. This might sound clumsy, but believe me, it was a lifesaver during some of the later waves. How does this work, though? You'll need some elemental damage stats to unlock this weapon's power, and since it's also in the elemental class, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to find it earlier enough to use it effectively, right? Can you afford to split your focus between melee damage scaling and elemental damage scaling? Well, I found a system that got me the flaming brass knuckles by wave 10, just in time to help fend off the truly hard bosses that began spawning in. Here's the tactic I used. First of all, I emphasized the luck stat more than usual at the get-go. I began alternating between luck, melee damage, and harvesting as my top priorities during free level-ups, and supplemented these with an occasional max HP item from the shop. I also invested in elemental damage by wave 5 in order to guide the shop rerolls towards both unarmed and elemental options. Since the flaming brass knuckles were the only choice that fell within these 2 categories, I was able to track them down. They do only come as tier 2 weapons, which means it takes some time to find them, but if you scale up luck to around 15 around wave 7 or 8, and invest in at least a few points of elemental damage, your chances are pretty good. Try to get at least 2 of them, and don't combine them until you find a third. Having 2 angles of burning attack against the surrounding enemies is helpful when you're trying to spread the flames. Once you're in the elemental game with these weapons, then look out for the snake and scared sausage. The snake increases the chances that the fire will spread quickly among the aliens, and the scared sausage will improve the chances of them taking a critical hit from these spreading flames. Together, they make the hordes wilt before your flailing fists. Just remember not to leave melee damage behind. Also, especially mid-game, make sure you bulk up on max HP so you can survive the gauntlet around waves 15 to 18. With these in mind, and a couple of fiery brass knuckles in your kit, you should be well on your way to victory. Please send me your feedback in the comments. Let me know if there are any elemental weapons in general that you favor for other characters. Until next time, peace.